So in understanding how to know your value, I have some practices.
All right.
I think that will be fun.
Yes.
For women.
So I love exercises.
I love exercises too. So first thing is I'm going to suggest this to all women out there. Mm-hmm. This is a really wonderful way to help you know your value. And it sounds overwhelming, but if you just get started, you can do it. It's a simple making a list of 100 things that you like about yourself. Mm-hmm. This was an assignment given to me by one of my coaches, Dave Elliott. And I admit, it took me actually about 2 weeks to get through this. So it's not like you're sitting down and you're saying to yourself, oh, I can belt out a list of 100 things. Did you ever hear that I Am sermon from Joel Osteen? It was a pretty famous sermon. He ended up on Oprah out of it.
I probably have, and I probably didn't recognize it was the I Am sermon.
So he's all about saying, I am beautiful.
Yes.
I am divine.
But I have done an exercise with that where I had to do 25 I Ams.
Okay.
And so I have had that kind of exercise.
So this is very similar. And as we were just saying a few minutes ago about focusing on what you want and knowing your outcomes, it's very difficult to understand your own value if you're always focused on the negative things or if you're nitpicking yourself.
Right.
Very true.
So we need to make this list, and they don't actually have to be big things. They don't even have to be things that you've ever actually done before. So I thought I could share some of the things from my list. And we're going to get you started.
Yes, because I was sitting here like, I don't like anything about myself.
Well, but then the next thing out of your mouth was that you were the only person who knew how to change the time for daylight savings time.
Yes, I was like, I can do that. I was taught how to do that in the studio.
That's right. So that's the perfect thing to start your list with.
That I can change the clock on the board.
So some of my statements, I love about myself that I'm a curious human being. I'm curious about everything. I just want to learn everything. If there's something I don't know about, I find a way to figure that out. And we live in a time that I can just Google it.
Right, exactly.
I must Google things 80 times a day.
That is good.
I also think that I'm a pretty loyal person. So I love about myself that I'm loyal.
I get that about you, yes.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I seldom give up.
Way to go.
Yeah, I get that too from
Way
you.
to go.
I don't give up. So these are just some of the things, and I even put, I love it that I have long legs. So
how cool. You can get it there.
There you
when
go,
have to.
yes.
At the time you want to get there. There you go.
So you see people that you really don't have to come out with these big things. And I know a lot of times we often kind of think of things in a material or a physical kind of way. Oh, gosh, I wish I had blonde hair. Or, oh, gosh, I wish I had, this big business. It doesn't have to be big to things about yourself. I can say another thing for me that I always thought I had great cheekbones.
that's wonderful.
So I can't say that much. And I noticed that once I had the cancer and I lost all my hair, and I was forced to look at my face and recognize something about my face that I liked, and I was like, darn, I got great cheekbones. So it can be little things like that. Oh, I like my eye, the color of my eyes. It can be, I like that. I'm patient. I'm not patient, so I can't add that to the list. But so it doesn't have to be things that you've accomplished or you wish that you've accomplished, and it has to do with making money. Or not saying that it can't be that, but I'm just saying that you can take little simple things when you're making this list.
And simple things. I put, I like it when I can be funny, or I like it that, I love it that I can empower others.
Yes.
I love helping others, whether it be in their business, whether it be even just with a personal problem. I know that I'm that person that they can go to. Yes. I love it that I'm a vault. That old Seinfeld reference that, you're a vault. It's going in the vault.
It's going in the vault.
If you tell
That's
me
right.
something, it's truly confidential, and I am not going to repeat that. So let's get started, Renee.
Yes.
Let's get started. Let's come up with
our list.
Let's come up with 10 things,
10 things
for Renee's list.
Oh, goodness.
We already said she knows how to change the time.
I know how to change the time on the board at the studios. And I got great cheekbones.
All right. They'll take that too.
Well, I know one. You've got great empathy.
Oh, well, thank you. I do. I do. I like my empathic skills, but it is very, very difficult at times to manage.
And sometimes it's a joy, like the
Yeah.
one day at class, and you put your hand on my leg, and
Yeah, and I said, you must need to be touched.
and you emailed me later, and you said I felt like you needed that, and
Yeah.
I appreciated that. So that's one thing that I like about you.
Well, thank you.
So, and what's your thing?
I'm very kind of detail oriented, and
But she's very smart. She is very smart.
Thank
and
you.
That's what keeps us here where
Yes.
we are.
And I like that I have vision, so I will say
Yeah,
that
that's
much.
true.
I do believe that I have vision. I'm an adapter. So if someone calls me up and says, "Can you do this for me?" I'll be like, "Yeah." And even if I don't know how to do it, I'll figure it out. And I don't mind sharing that information.
That's
So-
beautiful.
That is beautiful.
So if you're listening at home, or you're in the car driving
Yes.
around, I hope that as soon as you can, you'll get home and take out a piece of paper
And start your list.
Start your list. Start
Your
it today.
value list.
Now, Renee, we need one more, but
Oh,
we're not going to cheat. This has to be from your heart.
One more.
One more. We got 9. We need one more.
Wow. I didn't
9
even
already.
realize I could get 9. Must have been through all my talking. Let's see. Oh, gosh.
So often it's obvious to everyone else around you what's wonderful about you.
Yeah.
But again,
I'm
in
trying
knowing
to
our
think.
value, look how difficult it is just to give yourself a compliment.
It is. And I think that comes from the humbling of experience. I'm very humble.
There you go.
And-
That's
and
number 10.
There you
I
go.
think that's the biggest thing for me.
All right. So here's Renee's
Yes.
short list.
Okay.
My 10 list.
Okay.
List of 10. Okay. Number 1, she knows how to change the time on the clock at the radio station.
And I know all the Westies are getting a kick out of that
That's
one.
cute. That's a cute one.
There we go.
Renee has great cheekbones, and I agree, she does.
Thank you.
Renee is empathetic. She likes what she does. Detail-oriented. Very smart. I have a vision. I love to share. I'm adaptive, and I am humble. So that's your
I like
list.
those.
So
I like my list.
Keep
I'm
going.
going to keep going. I mean, and I'll be sharing those with you as I'm maybe like every 10 that I complete. Then I'll share with you listeners, either on Women Making Waves or my Soulful Show.
that's a great idea, and
Yes.
maybe they can make their 10 right along with you. I mean, even if it
Absolutely.
takes 10 weeks to do it. I'm going to tell you my number 99 and my number 100. So number 99, which this was again after 2 weeks of really spending some time on this.
Yes.
Number 99 is I am a radiant woman.
You are.
Thank you.
Yes,
I could almost
you
tears
are.
coming up when I think about that. And you know what?
You
I have to
are.
tell you that I wrote this down several months ago, but after I wrote that statement down, I am a radiant woman, I cannot tell you how many people have come up to me and said, "You're radiant.
Yes.
You're
Yes.
radiant."
You are.
Either someone
Yeah.
said
You are,
you're bubbling radiance, or someone said you've got a radiant personality.
Yes.
But over and over, that has come up in my life.
Oh, I
And
love it.
My number 100 is that I love that I am a magnetic, powerful creator.
She is. She is a magnetic,
Go ahead.
powerful creator. That's right. And
That
drawing
is
that,
really
and
right.
yeah, I love especially those last two, because do you even realize how much they even go together? The radiance and the magnetic force.
Renee,
creative
I didn't
force.
even realize I was radiant.
Well, yeah, you did. You recognized it in yourself to put it down on a piece of paper.
I recognized
So
it after
there-
about 2 weeks of struggling and then
Yeah.
having to let go. I had to let go of that. I had to make a decision to say, I'm not going to sit here and say that I've gained weight. I'm not going to worry about what I ate yesterday. I'm not going to focus on all these mistakes that I made yesterday. I had to let that go in order to even see that I was radiant.
Oh, wow.
Because how can you see that you're radiant if you're worried that you burnt dinner or that you slept in, or
Right.
that you got a speeding ticket.
And how many of us beat ourselves up on a daily basis?
It's
I can
constant.
say that for myself, the reels of tape always go rolling through. Oh, I did this wrong. Oh, I did that wrong. Oh, I'm not a good enough mother. Oh, all of those reels of tapes. Oh, I've gained 20 pounds from being from cancer, and I don't know how to carry the 20 pounds.
Don't even go there,
Yeah,
Renee.
I'm about to say, I can go through the cycle after cycle after cycle, and we all kind of beat ourselves up. And one of the things that I like about this, if you make a list of the 100 things that you like about yourself, you can always return to that list when those negative reels of tape start to roll in your head.
And they will, and
they
it will be fast. And I'll tell you
Yes.
something. Like I said,
And
it took the reason that those really cool ones came out at the end
Mm-hmm.
was because of the other 98 I had written.
Yes.
Because every day I was trying to at least add one thing to my list.
Perfect.
Even if it was
Wonderful.
something simple. And like I said, I put things on there that I haven't even done yet. Like I like it about myself that I even want to write a book. Because
Yes.
not everybody wants to write a book,
No.
so that's pretty cool.
True.
Yes, absolutely.